Hey, what's up, everyone? John Cope from Cope Racing Transmissions. Thanks for coming back to the CRT YouTube channel. If you're watching this from our website, welcome also. I got a new product out that is probably every bit of 10 years in the making. It was an idea that I had, that I proposed or mentioned to someone else who makes gear sets, that we needed a killer gear set, a low gear set for 727s that'll take the abuse of a trans brake. Every car that I've ever had that I raced, my 68 Coronet, my 63 Dodge, and Mr. Haney, all had trans brakes and low gear sets in them. It was a great combination. I liked doing wheelies, even though Haney's not doing any wheelies right now. But it will be. It is a low gear set was really good. And originally how they were made is they were 904 gear sets with a snout welded on and a little fab work for it to fit in a 727. And they were okay. They did okay. They were recommended not to use on a trans brake application. Of course, I did run it on a trans brake application, and I did it in kind of a heavy car. And I knew that I was abusing the part, that hopefully one day it would be stronger. So maybe sometimes every 2 years, maybe 3 years, the low gear set would wear out and it'd have to be replaced. So I had an idea that, I mean, you can get an absolutely killer low gear set in all straight cuts, which they're about $2,200, and they were that much back in the day. So I'm like, if we can get a low gear set that's more economical but will not destroy itself in 2 or 3 years. So I came up with an idea to slide a straight cut gear set onto a regular gear for a sun gear, weld it on and make the gear set around that. So that way the front half of the gear set would be straight cut, but the back half would still be helical cut. And I brought that up to Rick, and that was probably 10, 11 years ago, and now he makes it, and now we carry it. So I'm going to open this baby up, and I'm going to move the camera around so you can see a little bit better. I'm going to open this killer gear set up, this 727 low gear set, which also, depending on which spline you have, will work on a 46RE, or a 518, or 48RE, depending on your spline. So let me reposition the camera. I will open this baby up and show you what we got cooking. All right, we're at my desk. Let's see, can we see this pretty good? Let me move this over here a little bit. All right, here is an opening of the new straight cut 727 gear sets. Everything you get from me is going to get some Tootsie Rolls, so. All right. Here is the sun gear. As you can see, it's a regular 727 sun gear with the straight cut welded on top of it. The teeth are milled off. The straight cut part of the sun gear is put on and then welded. Great craftsmanship, and this is going to be very strong. You can be able to run these in your 727 trans brakes. Here is the front ring gear. Hope you can get a nice look at that, the straight cuts. And with this ring gear, there's more teeth on here than normal that will allow you to have 5 clutches in the rear drum instead of 4. Normally, if you put 5 clutches in here, that last clutch is not going to grab on anything. But there's plenty of beef on here for you to run 5. I don't see a need for it, you know. But here it has a bearing right there, and this bushing on the inside. Here is the planetary. Straight cuts. The ratio is 277 first gear, 145 second gear, and 1-to-1 third gear. These gear sets, they're killer. They are absolutely. I'm so impressed with the quality, the workmanship of this. You can see that it took a lot of time for that to go in there. You can get it in 3 different splines, the early and the late. And I have them all listed on the website, so we'll do a quick run of how they go here. And off to the right side of your screen, you'll see that the product categories. Well, this is going to be under planetary gears, and there's 3 different sections of planetary gears. You're going to have straight cuts in all ratios, low gear sets, high gear sets, and regular planetary gears. Click on planetary gears, low gear set. And then you'll see there's 3 different ones here. You can get, they're all the same price, and the only difference between the gear sets is they, maybe if I turn it this way a little bit, they're for the different year spline. You got a 62 to 75 that fits 727 only. Then you got the 76 to 93 that will fit 727 and the 46RE. I'm sorry, the 46RH, which is a 518. And then the last one is 94 and up, will fit your 727. Even though, did they make 94 727s? I don't think so. But it'll fit your 46RE, 47 and 48 REs. So you can go, just click on whatever one you want, and you can go here and take a real good look at it. Now, since these are bearing style planetaries, you don't have to, but I recommend that you get the low reverse planetary at the same time. This way, your front half and your back half of your planetary is going to have the same end play, which is usually a lot tighter than the washers for your end play adjustment. And you need to adjust that end play. We got planetary washers here, planetary snap rings to allow you to set your end play. They got 3 different kinds. I'm really excited about these gear sets because I've ran low gear sets in all my cars. I kind of like the ratio. They also work good in street car applications. So if, let's say, you only got like a 323 gear, and if you add a low gear set, that helps you get a lot more first gear and a little bit more second gear ratio without changing the differential or having it affect your third gear ratio. So if you're driving down the expressway at a certain speed at RPM, let's say you got a 323 gear and a 27-inch tall tire, and you're going 60 miles an hour, let's say at 21 or 22, by adding a low gear set, that doesn't change your mile per hour on the big end or on the expressway. It only helps the car get out from a dead stop or out of the hole a lot quicker. So the gear sets, they're a little expensive, but they're nowhere near the cost of a straight cut full set front and rear. Those are $2,000. This is more than less than half that price. For right now, till I see how they go, I'm not probably going to keep these on the shelf, but I can get them within 4 to 5 business days. So I thought I'd just bring this video to you guys to let you know about this new product of the 727 and 46RE low gear sets. you got any questions or comments, you can either send me an email, or if you're on YouTube watching this, you just comment below, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So that's it for this one. More power to you guys. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Mr. Haney, I didn't hear your truck.
Oh, well, that's easy explained. You see, the motor is tuned to such a high pitch, it can only be heard by dogs.